10 steps to increasing production. Work in a factory should be like a pendulum in simple harmonic motion. It should be continuous, non-interrupted, and rhythmic. There should be harmony at the workplace. And to maintain that harmony, give a gentle push when required at the beginning of the cycle. If you give inputs in the wrong time, direction, for example, mindless interference in the flow of work, the results could be counterproductive. So it is with work. You must maintain that harmonic cycle, that rhythm of work to achieve your desired results. Under reaction, untimely reaction hurts work. Watch the work proceedings from far. Do not interfere too much or too little with the work. The first step, choose your captain wisely. People are like sheep, they follow the boss. This is the first step to achieving your goal of increasing production. He is the one who should have the commitment and resilience to stay put in his endeavor to improve production. His involvement and focus on the work will align the workplace, the employees also in the direction of production. Production is about mind games. Step 2. Mentally you wear out, you lose the game. Many managers use their strength, perseverance, and never say die attitude to come out victorious. People stumble over problems and give up. The one who perseveres and believes that he can accomplish succeeds. Many a times I have heard people say, shortages were there, I did not have the facility, I had no support, things went wrong with me. These have been the talk of a failed person. A committed person will expect problems, will do some groundwork to overcome them when it comes, and finally, after completing the task, will tell you how he got over the problems. Step 3. Employ people from all regions of the country. Companies which have a fair mix of employees from different states of the country generally are healthy and prospering. Those who have believed that only their community, state, people should be employed have slowly led the company's downfall. Systems deteriorate, underperformance and casual approach to work becomes rampant, and many have to close down. Whenever you have employees of only one community or state, the chances of unity among them for good or bad cause runs high. Employees can unite and organize a quick tool down or stop the work altogether. But when you have people from different states working in an organization, you will have differences of opinion, and it becomes very difficult for all of them to unite for a cause. So production keeps going and the chances of survival of the company remains good. Communication gap. Often we are not able to coordinate our work and get the required output. The simple reason is communication gap. We do not talk or spend time with our colleagues at work. A simple disconnect with our fellow colleagues can affect our work. We need to communicate, share our thoughts and ideas. If you can spend some time with the employees, with or without an agenda, it will do good to the working environment. Do not be incommunicable or unapproachable. Keep in touch with workers. Keep talking. That keeps harmony and family-like atmosphere at work. Communicating discharges the tensions and brings back trust. Keep your workplace clean. Never accept a bad product. A clean area refreshes you. Cleanliness creates an environment for quality work. You feel like working in neat surroundings and would like to leave the area neat before leaving the place. You get better, sometimes new ideas to improve your performance. Never accept a bad product. It is the quality of the product that keeps people coming back to you again and again. Provide tools and materials in time. It is one of the essentials of good management. Just-in-time management is very much useful but difficult to sustain. But any company would desire to keep inventory at the minimum so as to reduce costs of production. There is also one important way to reduce cycle time of production. This is one simple and effective tool for improving productivity, reducing the cycle time by proper planning of jobs, reducing unnecessary activities. When you plan for an activity, ensure the necessary tools, units are available. Slow and steady wins the race. Production is not about putting effort for a few days and then relaxing. It is about regularity. It is about every day, week after week, of close follow-up with workers. My first steps in the hangar was to build a good rapport with the technicians in the hangar. The next important thing was to learn the job at hand as soon as possible so that people will listen to you when you wanted things to be done. I had to go through several technical books for carrying out system checks. It was no easy task. I remember going through the literature day after day for months. Though gaining knowledge is a continuous process, yet to start off, a working knowledge is essential. I jumped into the fray soon after with whatever knowledge I had acquired. My enthusiasm for working in this new company was high. I wanted to put to test all that I had learned from my earlier company. I had been working earlier in a small automobile industry. Here is what I did. Step 1. I found out what jobs could be done in parallel. Step 2. I tried to engage all the employees in production activities. As there were only a few number of employees, I could personally assign them jobs. Step 3. I planned the present and the next activity meticulously so that all the shortages could be found out and the same procured timely so that all the machines could be utilized. Thinking ahead, what next? I found out that by occupying my mind with what next, I was able to achieve much more than I had expected. I found this very useful tool in my workplace and also in my personal life. I would suggest that after you take any decision, ask, what next? The effect is two-pronged. That will help you better understand your decision. Sometimes It will help you reverse your decision well in time before it is too late. It will also help you hasten your work at your workplace. I have been able to utilize this tool to progress my work in the hangar and achieve good results, almost doubling the production. A lot of politicians, technocrats, businessmen do well when they involve this tool in real life situations. They think ahead of others and so stay ahead of others. Product and services are two sides of the coin. Customer confidence in both product and services is equally important. Sometimes we provide products but forget the services part. Whatever inputs we get from customers, their feedbacks, their complaints should be addressed quickly. But managements have their own agenda. They engage themselves in activities that will get the company more money by increasing production and overlooking the spares and serviceability requirements of their customers. Many a times customers migrate to other companies because of poor services provided by the vendors. Enjoy your work, hear your inner self. There is no joy like a person who finds happiness in performing his work. Those who love their work also find enjoyment from it. It is a source of continuous enjoyment. When you eagerly await for the next morning to continue with your work, it just indicates your intense love for the work. These people do not require any inducements, promotions, increments to carry out their work. Their decision, their dedication to work pays them, brings them honors and to the society. They are the greatest assets of the society. Teachers, scientists, philosophers who have found solace in their work seldom move out of their workplace. They lose awareness of when night came, when they last felt hunger, when the food canteen closed. Whenever you go out on a holiday, that enjoyment is temporary. But finding happiness and performing your duties in your workplace can give you enjoyment throughout a lifetime. Hear your inner voice. Whenever you are confused, weary with problems and issues in your workplace or in your life, rely on your inner voice. Morning time is the time when new ideas, thoughts traverse your mind. As the day progresses, the mind gets cluttered with thoughts and nothing coherent emerges. So spending some time in the morning with yourself and with your thoughts can be very useful. Your conscience will speak out to you on every problem you face in your life and will tell you how to resolve it. It is pure, unfiltered, and unadulterated advice that every human being gets freely. Learn to hear and harness it. Yoga and exercise in the early hours of the day helps you hear your conscience loud and clear. Most people ignore this message and put their ego and selfish motives into their thought process to get weird advices. Those lucky enough to hear these clear messages, their inner voice, and those who follow their inner voice, prosper in life as they can make good decisions. For those who get their thought process muddled due to various conditions of life, my advice would be to go for yogic exercises like deep breathing, early morning walking, or jogging to increase the flow of energy to your body and mind. You will for sure hear your inner voice speaking to you loud and clear. Thank you.